Okay.
The best way to go is to stay on
What are you
101
thinking?
as long as possible. All the way to Prunedale.
Wants hats. How come you're not on this
And then
list?
I'll tell you that the
You don't want a
exit
hat?
same way go.
I don't want a hat.
Why don't you want a hat?
I have too many hats.
Yeah, all the way
But
to
not this
Prunedale.
hat.
There's
I
many
don't
other
wear
ways to get to
hats
the
that
one.
We're not
often.
in, Howie.
Ones
No.
through
We're
Okay,
just
Monterey.
doing a
gotcha.
sound
I
test.
can never trust you
I
again.
know, yeah.
Common knowledge.
The beers need to be accessible, first of all.
They're accessible. I got
Local
them.
knowledge.
Big Basin.
All the
We're
way almost
totally
to Hollister. Up to like through Salinas. Yeah, you drive through
I don't want a
Salinas,
stupid
it's
hat.
just after Salinas.
Are we actually in?
We're in. It's
San Miguel
live.
Canyon, the road we
No.
take to the one.
I just wanted to like see.
We gotta redo
I
this shit.
can tell you the Cherokee.
I want to get a good sponsor also. Thanks.
We're back. We're back. We're live now.
We don't even have a fucking.
We're live. We're in it. Yeah, it's time. It's time. This is a couple of best friends hanging out.
Best friends hanging out.
Best friends hanging out.
Best friends hanging out. This is the Car Pod edition. Though. We are on our way to Santa Cruz, California.
Womp womp womp. Coming at you live.
Oh, we got some honks on the freeway.
Bacon's driving.
Bacon's driving. We got Kurt Dog in the front seat, shoddy.
Navigating
And
heavily drinking.
Don't let us miss our turn for Prunedale.
heavily
exit.
drinking seltzer water
Yeah.
and in charge of the tunes. And we got me and our boy Gall, our golden retriever.
Heyo! You know, it's
In the
funny.
backseat.
Quick life update. So I had an interview yesterday at a company called Snapwire in the Funk Zone. It's actually pretty sweet. Snap this dick, yeah, I know. So their office is actually located above Pally Winery on Yananali, and
Trouble.
it is super trouble. Oh my god, I would fucking love to work at this company for a lot of reasons, but that being one of the large ones.
I would fuck that Pally.
Yeah, we
What?
fucked that Pally.
We gotta get to this
I don't even know.
seltzer water.
I actually have lost my train of thought. Where did you lead this into?
Your job interview.
Your job interview.
Yeah, but there's
at
a
this
point
new
I was
place.
talking about this job interview.
You lost your job.
You being a golden retriever.
Oh, there we go. Yes, thank you, everyone. Yes, I did lose my job, Curtis. Great to have you on the pod. But what I was going to say is what I said in this interview to what would be my fellow CSM, this woman called Mariah.
Seltzer water.
Her name is not Seltzer Water. I described it myself, and literally I said, my friends describe me as the human embodiment of a golden retriever. Which she, big smile, big laugh. She instantly fell in love, so...
Did she pet you?
She did not pet me yet. And actually will not anyway, because it's unprofessional.
Did she offer you food?
She offered me coffee or water.
That doesn't count.
I accepted the water, because I speak a lot in these interviews, need to whet the palate.
Did she speak to you in a, oh, he's a good boy. That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
In any case...
Not worth answering.
Not in that tones.
Bad goal. Bad.
How
God
long
damn
did you last with her?
45 minutes. is what the answer to that question is.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, so that was my yesterday morning and my current life update.
But more importantly, your occupation as head coach takes
Right,
priority.
yeah, so we can, I guess, just kind of slide into the weekend update, unless you got something else you wanna get off your chest.
I honestly thought that you were going to use Snapwire as a slide into snapbacks that you're trying to peddle on to people.
So I am trying to peddle some hats, but they're not snapbacks. You see, with snapbacks, you have to have the annoying adjustment period. What's my head size?
Am I three snaps? Am I two?
Am I, whatever the case. What I'm peddling is flex fit. So you have two sizes. One's a small, medium. One's a L/L, depending on your head size. You know, for the more petite of head like myself, the small medium works, but the more portly of head like my assistant coach Curtis with the LXL.
Some might
Fits
call
like a
him
glove.
stately.
Some
Yeah.
would call him stately.
Stately and portly.
If you have a stately head, the LXL is for you.
Ciara loves Kurt's head.
Sierra. and Molly Weasley, a stately
A
woman.
stately woman. Huh. Okay, yes. Moving into this weekend.
Right, so we're barreling down the highway towards Santa Cruz, crushing some road sodas.
Seltzers.
Not just because we want to, but because we need to. And the
Yeah.
reason that we need to is the Black Tide is going to Santa Cruz. It's the first tournament of the year. Okay, we've been an A team for about a month now.
Black fucking tie.
Black fucking Tide.
Black
Anyway,
fucking tie.
so tomorrow we got 3 pool play games, 1 bracket game. First game of the weekend is going to be against Sonoma State. That's right. You know, back when we were in school, they were always a fringe candidate to trying to be somebody. Now they've definitely dropped into the doldrums of sucking dick.
Whoa, hey! Shout out to all the dick suckers in the world.
Hey, you know, those dicks aren't going to suck themselves.
How you doing? But really though, fuck Sonoma State.
This should be a cakewalk for Tide. Even though, so we're going to be doing the strategy of 4 vets, 3 rooks per line, pretty much equivalent playing time, unless we got some high leverage situations. So if we have a break before half opportunity or a universe point opportunity, obviously we're playing to win. But otherwise, we're going to be trying to be equivalent in our distribution of playing time. Game 2 is against Nevada Reno. Now, we played them at this tournament last year.
Boo!
Boo! Yeah, fuck them. We beat them 9-8 on Universe.
Wow.
Now, Nevada eventually failed to qualify for regionals.
Yeesh.
So that is the quality of team that they are.
Damn, and Tide is 9-8?
Again, when you go back to the strategy of development and having 3 rookies per line, you understand that the larger picture is better than a fall tournament.
Respect.
So that's game 2. Definitely expect a W. Game 3 is against Santa Clara, who I would say within the top 16 of their region, they're probably in the bottom 8. However, they're definitely just on the cusp to where they're going to be gunning for the W against us, playing all their vets, exhausting their top 7 the entirety of the game. Especially because recently I regulated them to the Santa Barbara qualifier. So 2 years
Relegated?
ago, regulated and relegated. Because I'm a regulator.
You're
Yeah.
a fucking high octane regulator.
I'm the arbiter of the
Golden
tournament.
retrievers.
I am the arbiter of golden retrievers and interviews.
Bless them.
So anyway, that'll be our most difficult game. They're gonna be gunning to win. Obviously,
try hards.
They're gonna be trying hard. We're
that
gonna be
hustle tee,
sticking
sorry.
to our mindset of 3 rooks per line. I mean, if it starts to get ugly, we might adjust some things, but that one, literally coin toss. So looking ahead, after pool play, we're going to be either 3-0 or 2-1 if I had to postulate right now. We are matched across the bracket with Pool A. Pool A has SLO as the 1 seed of the tournament and Arizona as the 8 seed, being the 2 seed in that pool. So if we win our pool, we play Arizona in our quarterfinal game. If we get second in our pool, we'd play SLO in our quarterfinal game. Honestly, at this point, I don't know what's preferred. I don't think we're going to beat SLO.
Definitely not slow. That's not preferred.
However, so there's a few routes, right? Either we get first in our pool, we play Arizona, we got a better than not chance to win that game, and then we move on to more difficult games where then the margin of victory or defeat could grow depending on teams actually gunning for it and us playing like equivalent playing time. Or we play SLO after getting second in our pool, not win, and then we have more relaxed, casual games where we can ease in these rookies to some more playing time. I obviously want to win every game that we play, but again, big picture considered, it wouldn't be the worst thing to lose in quarters than have some easier opponents to work in those rookies and like have closer games.
Yeah. I mean, if you get slow first game on Sunday, I'm for sure staying home and watching football instead.
Yeah, well, if you were paying attention, we'd be playing them Saturday afternoon.
Oh, yes. Oh, God, yes. I'm pulling for second place. I want slow Saturday afternoon. Oh, God, I can't read. And football Sunday. Me and Adam, we're playing hooky. It's confirmed. It's live. We're live, but that will be live then, too. I even brought my Niners jersey for Sunday football.
Wow.
I know. Dedication.
Well, I look forward to getting you completely hammered tomorrow night. If that's the case. But
no
what I'd like
seltzer
to
waters
move
then.
on from now is introduce a guest speaker to the pod, Curtis Warden, my assistant coach. First, I would like to ask him just to comment upon...
Talk about Kurt Dog. Oh, right.
It's cool. I'll change my name.
Oh, man.
I would like this guest speaker to talk about his thoughts on the tournament, and then we'll turn it over to a different guest speaker with whom we'll illuminate a story, regale us of a time from his past, completely separate from anyone who's in the car currently.
We
So,
can edit that out.
without further ado, I'm just gonna pass this up.
To the Kurt Dog.
Assistant coach.
All right. Pleasure to be on the podcast. It's best friends hanging out. So, hot take on the new Instagram policy to not list number of likes on a post. My hot take is it'll promote creativity. Slide into my DMs if you want details. Speaking of slide into my DMs, the guys aren't letting me drink another seltzer water until I tell the Cleat Condom Mally story. So here's the cliff notes.
No. We need to. Oh, regale.
Right. So and O'Malley.
Yes. They read
Debbie,
that.
I'm so connected with you. No hard feelings.
Yes.
So Wednesdays we had workout. We'd bring our cleats, put them in the cubbies, do a little lifting, and then go do something outside
It's okay, you're
with the running and whatnot. Oh, the Jerry, Tom, whatever it's called story. I've had a few seltzer waters, so I just remember puking out on Wednesday workout. Anyways, so the condom was used by my girlfriend and I, and it was actually the first of two because it got dry and I threw it on the ground, and workout was coming up quick, so the second one got properly disposed. But as I was leaving to go to workout, I saw the condom on the ground and I put it in my sweatshirt pocket. And I get to work out, I'm putting my cleats in the cubbies, and I'm taking off my jacket, and I remembered I had one in there. So I took it in my hand, ripped it in half, and stuffed it in O'Malley's cleat. Not gonna analyze that decision, that's just what happened. We went out to the fields to warm up, and I was watching him put on his cleats, and he didn't do anything. And I was like, all right, Thursday, I told everyone at school during the day and at practice that he's going to put on his cleat, and everyone's going to see him with the condom, and nothing happened. And everyone played along. They didn't say anything. Actually, everyone forgot about it. It was like months later at regionals, he finally confronted the team and said, hey, who the fuck put a condom in my cleat? So that's the cleat condom story, Mally. We just watched Mandalorian, so I'm speaking a bit of Yoda. Excuse me. Baby Yoda. That's my new nickname, guys. Self-proclaimed.
Baby Yoda. Mic drop.
We also agreed to no spoilers. Every single agreement.
A lot of things are happening.
We broke the agreement.
All of the
Just like I
agreements.
broke that conference.
Like Curtis broke that condom. Hallelujah. Ugh.
Anyway, so that brings us to our sponsor of this week's episode.
Bud Light. That's not seltzer.
That's right. This couple of best friends hanging out, the People's Podcast, Road Trip Edition, is sponsored by Bud Light. Bud Light, the choice drink of Friday nights, Saturday afternoons, Sunday mornings, Monday afternoons, Tuesday evenings, Wednesday at 10:30 a.m.,
Whoa.
Thursdays at 4:50, Friday nights, Saturday afternoons, Sunday mornings. Anyway, I can go on and on.
Yada, yada.
Road sodas, wounded soldiers, crop moisturizers, bumper buffers, wizard staff makers, despermanizers.
Whoa.
The list goes on of all the uses that Bud Light can do.
Great taste.
Whatever pockets of time that need brightening. Bud Light. Drink two and make your afternoon a little lighter. Drink a 12-pack with Kevin's in a dark hotel room and make your evening fly by. Or maybe you want to crush a 30-pack while the East Wing dominates in Beard Eye. Bud Light. Or should I say, B fucking L's. The choice drink of Santa Cruz 2019.
Black fucking light.
Black fucking light.
Fun fact, it was also the choice drink of Santa Cruz 2009.
Santa Cruz 2009.
We're going on a decade of excellence with the BLs.
Decade of excellence. Bacon, the last time that you coached back in 2009?
No, that was my rookie year. Or sophomore year.
Right. That was just Bacon as a player.
This bacon just slamming BLs.
Just the senior classmen and
Oh, no.
preseason tournaments.
Bacon, I'm terrified that we're doing you dirty right now.
For sure getting done dirty. Anyway, moving on. We got some picks that were made last week that need correcting.
Some last week picks.
So,
We'll start with calling shitty picks first.
yeah, okay.
Just
So
spit on my
again,
screen.
just to review how my picks were made last week, it was completely objective, based on numbers and averages and aggressive takeovers and all that. Okay, so
Hostile takeovers. Couple
Blah, blah,
macros,
blah.
functions, some
blah,
function.
blah, blah, boning a secretary in your office
Equal
after hours,
sign, yeah.
equal signs, yeah, you know, those
You
kind
get
of
it,
things.
you get it.
In any case, Gall went 3-3, which was way less than he was expecting. So Gall picked himself over Bill. We all know how that ended up. Incorrect pick. Stu took down Evan. Adam took down Pebbles. Good job, Adam. Getting that pretender out of the playoff picture.
Yeah, fuck
Keeping
him.
your playoff hopes alive, but not really.
Stupid
but
idiot.
kind of, but not really.
Yeah.
Brad took down Bacon, that poor cursed soul.
Bless.
Max B. Weave Dog, another
Boo.
RIP matchup. And then Scott's super shitty team took down Count Sharkula, which everybody saw. Nobody took enjoyment in. Maybe some people took a little bit of enjoyment in.
I don't even think Scott knows yet.
Yeah, Scott, who he of the 100% budget left, somehow is still eligible for the playoffs
Fuck.
at this point.
That.
Somehow. So anyway, Gall went 3-3. The numbers betrayed him.
Yeah, and going into Weave Dogs, completely professional, unbiased. I didn't try to put a curse on all of my competitor picks.
Of course.
I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I actually chose all the people that I needed to lose for my own personal rankings to win last week. So I chose Max to win, Pebbles to win, Hawk and Cock to win. I needed Scott's super shitty team to lose because he would be ahead of me. That's super annoying. Fertile Oven, and I wanted Colin to lose because he's closer to me than Bill was. So all my picks were completely spiteful, and I thought that I was cursing the league. And so that's why I bet against myself and chose Maxwell Dunn Jr. And unfortunately, that turned out to be the truth. And I hate fantasy. What in the fuck? If you asked me who would score more points, Deshaun Watson or Baker Mayfield this season, I would have bet the farm that Deshaun Watson would have won that head-to-head matchup. However, I was thoroughly wrong. Fantasy football blows. Scott's super shitty team has 100% of his budget, and he's somehow in the playoff hunt. And I'm not. And I've been trying every week, stressing out, anxiety, riddled with hope, just full of just depression each Monday night.
Are you telling me that you curse me?
I tried to, yeah.
Are you telling me that it's your fault that Tyreek Hill scored 0 points on Monday Night Football?
It is.
Are you telling me that the Niners scored that defensive touchdown at the end of that fucking game to give Bill 6 more points? That I would eventually lose by 1.5?
It worked. It worked. Oh, how funny. Yeah, it worked for you. It worked against Pebbles. Fuck you, Pebbles. Hockencock somehow beat the Magic. So did Scott's super shitty team. And I couldn't curse Evan because he's already been cursed. So I actually had to choose Stu. That was just default. So let's see. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 4-2 on the week with completely bullshit. Not even looking at like the picks.
Sounds like all the spiders that I normally put in Brad's bed, and now I'm gonna have to transfer into your bed.
Hey man, no tolerance. 0 tolerance. That's an East Wing hate crime.
You literally did an East Wing hate crime to me. Oh my god! Oh my god!
I picked against Bacon this entire season, and he's been all right with it.
You're just digging your own grave.
I know. That's the number one lesson today and on today's pod. When you're digging a hole, stop digging. But honestly though, fuck Scott. What the hell? He's put in maybe less than 2 hours of dedication this entire fucking season, minus the draft.
Which he was late to.
After minimal
being reminded
commitment.
multiple times.
After being reminded multiple times. Haven't even gotten any stupid ass education updates from him recently. And he's beating me in fucking fantasy. I hate that.
Hey, O'Malley broke 1,000 points last week.
I'm proud of O'Malley. O'Malley, you're strong, you're independent, and you're white. So, I mean, that was kind of lame to think out of there, but you got a lot of things going for you, buddy. And I love you. And even though Colin is super mean to you, and you had terrible luck this fantasy season, I still love you, buddy. And I know that you are feeling a little ill this weekend, but come hang out with the boys. Colin said he would cuddle you. He'd even be Little Spoon.
Well, Little Spoon is better.
Little Spoon is objectively
Little Spoon is
preferred in some situations, not always, but sometimes, for sure, definitely. I like a healthy mixture.
I mean, it's not good for like trying to coyly suggest you're ripping and roaring.
Fully torqued.
But it definitely is better for the warmth and security aspect. Also, you know, the sacrifice an arm. Everyone knows when you're a big spoon, you put the arm under the head. That thing's a goner.
The sleepy arm is the worst curse.
Yeah, it sucks. That
What's
fucking
worse,
sucks.
the sleepy arm or having to fart? I know you feel differently about this in your committed relationship, but prior to a committed relationship, how did you feel about the farts?
No, I definitely held them in.
What's worse, the sleepy arm or the holding in of the fart?
Definitely if you hold a fart, that's worse.
Yeah.
That's worse. But then you just gotta fucking go to the bathroom and then you kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
You walk over to the West Wing.
You go, for sure, yeah. Walk over to the West Wing, crop dust. You know, hopefully as close to Stone's door as possible.
Yeah. You're out of
and
earshot.
while you're there, you're like,
partner.
you're wiggling your arm around, just getting some blood flow back in there. Get back into the bedroom. The
Jumping
arm is
jacks.
ready to go again. You've hopefully evacuated all gas in your bowels.
Let's get fired up.
And then maybe you're fully torqued, and now she's disrupted because you just wrenched your arm out from under her head. So maybe it's time for a little midnight roll in the hay.
Let your partner sleep, bro.
You just woke her up because you wrenched her arm out of under her head.
Yeah, stop waking her up in the first place.
Well, then
you
rip ass her in front of her like an adult human and recognize that that's a bodily function that every person on this planet goes through.
Because it's natural. It doesn't mean people want to be a part of it. I don't want to
If you can't be comfortable with your partner, then what are you doing with that person?
It's not about comfort.
Testing comfort.
Comfort. Man, I don't know about all that.
It's better to wake them up than get down rather than pull a Bill Cosby and put them to sleep.
Oh, hey! Holy shit!
Oh my
What
god!
the fuck?
We gotta go to commercial break. We gotta. Oh my god!
Too many seltzers for Kurt Dog.
Some people might not be welcome back on the podcast.
There's a one-time thing.
Yeah.
Holy shit. What's like the worst? Have you guys been paying attention to these impeachment inquiries?
What's up with that?
What's
Bow
up with
tie
that?
with no.
I know Stones has. Stones and I had a nice stone conversation last night, actually, or 2 nights ago on Wednesday. Talk about Shifty Schiff and how all the Republican conservative media is trying to paint him as a shifty guy who's untrustworthy.
Super shifty.
It's just so funny that a little like moniker at the head of someone's name can like sway a base. Shifty Schiff.
The entire population. of
Crooked
people.
Hillary.
Oh,
It's-
lock her up.
Lock her up. Yeah, it's what's sheep? Sheeple.
Trustworthy Trump.
What's a sheeple out there?
You're a sheeple.
I'm not a sheeple.
You live at the sheeple's
I
steep.
am my own man, and I fart in front of my partner.
You fart, and literally, because you're Little Spoon and you're farting on her.
I mean, sometimes you can deafen
Ah,
your gas.
That's terrible.
You gotta say it's for warmth.
You guys are so comfortable. You're farting on each other. That's some kinky shit.
do not mix comfort levels with kink. Okay, that is a completely different realm that I can tell you right now.
Going down a dark place, calling in
Farting is not
calling in the
involved.
kinks.
Oh, man.
Catch them at
That'd
Tuesday
be a
night
great
on the
band
dark
name, actually. Holy
Calling
shit.
in the kinks. Calling in the kinks.
That might have to be a team name sometime after this season. Because
Yeah.
Alan of Troy is back, baby!
Troy.
We're back to stay.
Stupid. fucking
Everybody
team
loves
name.
it. Hey, at least it's one that you can actually understand. So, you're welcome. This is Weaver being silent right now because he's got no comeback. That's good.
Your team name is dumb.
Oh, no!
Go back to Mind Chub. That was delightful. Except for it gave me flashbacks to my fucking boss. I hate that lady. Thank you.
Claudia?
We're not naming names on this.
Proper names.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We're gonna
no
call
one
her
listens to this besides us.
the Clown.
And perhaps Kelly's sisters who like to talk shit on Weaver. Lauren, shout out. What's up?
Shout out to the Hart family.
Hey, hope those habaneros are growing well. I tried to take those
Spicy.
seeds from the ones that I took from you, put them in our ground, and they have yet to sprout. I'm very concerned about that possibility. Side note.
Shout out to the Duns and the Baby Shaker, but
That's right, the baby shaker. Oh my god. I can't-
yeah.
When
Shake
Maxwell
that
Jr.
baby.
Jr. pops out and we get to go down and visit that thing
Shake
shaking in
Yeah.
person, I'm gonna.
bust.
No, I will not bust. I will be overjoyed
with busting.
satisfaction and from my heart as that baby's godfather. Yes.
Boo.
God, I had a train of thought and I was completely lost. Oh, so Stu was over last weekend. Great time.
Big body.
Thick body, biggest. He's got okay. Dad bod rankings. He's definitely number one. Who'd be your number two? Weaver,
By
in
far,
dad bod
by
rankings?
far. Dad bod rankings. I haven't seen Scott in years, so he might be up there in his like little stick figure dad bod form. But this is a good question. O'Malley works out and questionably does steroids.
Bacon threw out Max's name. I think that's a good guess for
Max has been
in
out
the
of
running
it.
for number 2.
Yeah, the long-term hamstring
That guy
injuries,
makes the
ankle
Wizard
injuries.
staffs more religiously than anyone else in this league does.
He's got a great couch. I love that couch.
Multiple great couches.
Yeah.
The fridge is kind of far though.
Fridge is far.
It's a long walk.
He has a willing and able partner.
Well, when
Shout out to Kel. Whenever a beer was needed, a beer was had.
that's true. She's a phenomenal host.
Phenomenal host.
Phenomenal
The hostess with the most.
They really are like yin and yang in that respect.
I fucking love them. I love the Duns. It's a real loss for the Santa Barbara community.
Yeah,
They
there
bought
was
their home
yes,
in
there was a time
SoCal.
there where they were debating coming back, and we were all lobbying for it, but they chose to be down closer to the fam.
Should have offered more foot rubs. I think that would have done it.
You gonna rub Max's feet?
Yeah. Hell yeah. And Maxwell Dunn Jr.'s feet.
Well, that's a given.
Yeah. I'm not afraid.
Man, imagine the dad bod. My number 2 would be Adam. That's my.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's got the
He's got the
makings
build,
of,
the makings.
He's got the build. He's got the potential.
He's got the sweet
just
tooth.
scratching the. He's got the sweet tooth.
They love baking.
Beer's always flowing in that one.
N-Dog loves to bake.
Oh, the scones. Oh my God. Shout out
Scones.
Bowling Ball Scones. I gotta make that shit. Guys, so I'm fucking unemployed, if you haven't known. So earlier this week,
your job. Yeah.
I got stoned at the U in like the AM. And then I was
Somebody's
like,
throwing rocks at you? And he didn't even tell us? Sorry.
anyway, so I had a hankering for chocolate chip cookies. Started poking around the kitchen. We were down a few key items.
Oh, you got a booty text.
Yeah, that's right.
Lost
So
his train of
anyway,
thought.
so I biked my ass to Vaughn's, got these important items, biked back to the U, baked like 36 chocolate chip cookies, and enjoyed them.
That was
Not all of them. I
cool
mean,
story.
The
And
point
then ate
being,
them all.
I had made the scones previously. Everyone enjoyed them at the U. I'm going to do that again. Except Weaver now doesn't get to enjoy them because he's talking shit on my story. And also he cursed me last week, and that is going to have long-standing ramifications for him, but he doesn't even realize right now.
For our relationship.
Yeah, you'll know.
Oh
You will
no.
know.
Am I gonna have to pile drive you? Just to make things right again?
Only Adam can do that.
However will I make it up to you? What did Pebbles do to you?
He just slammed my head in the ground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's gotta be easier than slamming a head on the ground, but worse than pile driving.
Yes.
Okay. That's doable. That's like a sexy pillow fight. Where I accidentally punch you in the face.
Oh my God. Okay, so fun story actually about punching your friends in the face. When I was a senior in high school, I went to a Dragon Force concert with my buddy Rob, and we were not much concert goers or heavy metal goers, and mosh pits were a thing we had very little knowledge of. This concert literally was Horse the band, which they were freaking screamo, All That Remains, Super Screamo, and then Dragon Force. And so during the All That Remains portion of the concert, Rob and I jump into this mosh pit. We're running around and like not like hitting people, but just like being a little rowdy. And then we cross paths in the middle of this mosh pit, and I catch his fist to my face.
You caught his fist
With my face.
with your face.
He
Is that
clocked me in the face.
and at this point, you're like a band dude, right?
Oh yeah.
So had you ever caught anything before in your life?
Hey, don't fight me back there for baseball.
Guys, I call it a shark. He's busting up laughing. I fucking got him.
Did you have a bruise or a black eye or something?
The story's over with. I guess we gotta move on to next week's picks, I think.
I boomed him. I boomed him good.
So,
Oh,
looking
man.
ahead to this week.
I janked him so hard with the Tyreek Hill curse, and then I got him there. I'm so sorry. Oh man, Coach Gall. Oof. Fam, I hope you realize what just happened. mid-story shook him to his core. There was no good comeback for that. All right, you were all there. You were present. You were live.
Yeah, so we have some matchups to pick this week. Start with my own as the top of my personal queue. Had the Colts defense going last night against the Texans. I was hoping for more than 4 points, obviously. Colts got a pretty solid defense. Watson and Hopkins have been ho-hum this season. I thought if the
Ho-hum?
with the division, they've been ho-hum. They've been ho-hum.
Watson's been like a top 5 quarterback all season
You
long.
literally
except
said he
for-
scored 4 points last week.
I mean, that was an outlier.
Okay, so
He got poked in the eye.
He got
oh,
kicked
that's
in the
Kyle
eye.
Kuzma.
No. Deshaun Watson got kicked in the
Yeah.
eyeball. And his eyes swole shut. And he threw a fucking touchdown pass on that play. It's crazy.
Is he gonna have like the LaDainian Tomlinson
He should.
mask across
He
his
should. I don't know why
visor?
quarterbacks don't wear visors.
Michael Vick did, right?
Michael
Yeah.
Vick did. But like I understand why it's bullshit for them to have like shaded visors, right? Because then like
The eyes.
the eyes, yeah, it's fun for the defense. But a clear visor, it honestly seems like every single person should be having that.
Yeah.
Except for like the fogging of the inside of it. That would be kind of annoying. Or if it's like
I wonder
raining and
if you're
shit.
like on the line though, if you're constantly smashing against each other.
boom, boom, and it
And those would like
scratches.
or crack. Like will they crack? And like if you got a cracked visor, you can't use that. So like maybe that's why.
That's a good point.
Like high
Somebody-
impact, high contact positions would just end up breaking them and then they replace their helmets.
And they're like, no, this is totally fine. There's no such thing as CTE, but like
Just take some fucking grass to your face.
plastic can't survive these collisions.
Yeah,
but your
exactly.
brain can. Okay, yeah, that's a good
Today,
point.
actually, I was reminded of the dumb jock reference, and I don't know if it was Kurt, who I was talking about with this previously, but
Call me a dumb jock.
Yeah, you were talking about Kurt as a dumb jock? I got that.
no. What I'm saying is the moniker came from all these athletes who are sitting in class and they can't pay attention or retain information because the period previous they're getting their brains knocked out on the football field.
That's a good
And
point.
it's like the dumb jock, it like means someone who has literally been concussed because they're playing athletics and they get in the classroom and they're made fun of because they can't like understand concepts, but in reality they're getting put through the ringer on whatever athletic field they're doing.
Interesting.
And then they get
trope.
thrown in the classroom and they underperform because they can't fucking think straight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a curious thought. I like it. It doesn't apply to everybody, but because I mean, we've all been teammates with stupid ass.
No, for sure, but like I'm saying, people get concussed, and until like very recently, it wasn't actually given serious attention.
Right.
Beyond the like, shake it off, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Take a seat, we'll get you in on the next play.
You're letting your teammates down. Get
Yeah,
back
you're
in
letting
there.
your teammates down. Don't take a play off.
Yeah, that's a very, very good point. Curious.
Right?
Oh man, I know that when I broke my collarbone, my right collarbone, I had to take a test left-handed. That was fucked up. I was for sure slower than the class.
How'd that go?
I passed.
Hell yeah.
Beat the curve. Hell yeah. But
This is the last BL
oh no, not the last seltzer.
and the last sponsored drinks. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's curious.
Food for thought.
Food for thought. All those dumb jocks actually just concuss out of their skulls. But yeah, back to your stupid ass matchup. Allen of Troy.
Oh yeah. So getting back to that, I feel Max is gonna win. I feel that because
Ooh.
obviously Indy defense, I thought they would get closer to like 10 and not less than their projection, and they got 2 points less. I'm obviously without Hooper still, which sucks. Tyreek Hill is on a bye, even though he can't be trusted for shit. And so now I got thrown out Josh Gordon. I'm very curious to see what happens with him because Lockett was banged up. He's been practicing this week, and they were lucky enough to have a bye right after he got carted off the field or whatever happened to him.
Oh my God, you are starting Koo! Your boy!
Who?
The Chargers' defunct kicker.
Oh yeah, so
You hate him!
So Young Ho Koo
Young
is now
Koo.
the Falcons kicker. He's been active for 2 games. In those 2 games, he had 14 points and then 11 points.
Sounds like
And now he is up against the defense that gives up the #1 most points to a kicker. Now, I did not make this move lightly, and obviously I have a decorated past with kickers.
you do fucking hate Koo.
However, the reality is Slyther was underperforming for weeks on weeks on weeks. For over a month, I've been questioning my ownership of him, and last week was the straw when the Panthers got dismantled by the Falcons, which, by the way, again, somehow Christian McCaffrey has like close to 30 points, and the Panthers collectively scored 3 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck does that happen?
It's nuts.
Anyway, so Koo has been producing. Falcons are playing the Buccaneers. Buccaneers cannot stop kickers. I'm sure he'll put up like 3 points because I just picked him up. But I was done with Scyther, and it was time to make a move.
Sly Duck. You guys
Slyther.
have this kicker battle. You both have kickers
Yeah, in the
from
same
this
game. Yeah,
That'd
it's
be
kinda
so
fun.
funny if one team put up like 8 field goals and the other put up 0, and then the matchup is decided by that randomness. Wouldn't it be? Wouldn't that be fun?
That's part of the strategy. If that's how it goes, that's how it goes. Every point matters, Weaver.
Every point matters. Fantasy League,
Every
don't you
point
forget
matters.
it. Every point matters.
Something else interesting in this matchup I will talk about. Max picked up Jimmy Graham. He was dropped by, I think, Baco, is that right? Baco, you dropped him 2 weeks ago?
I have dropped him.
So Jimmy Graham was dropped by someone 2 weeks ago because the Packers are going on a bye. Now that's right around when Austin Hooper went down. So Graham was someone who I had in my sights because obviously I had a hole in my lineup. I went with Gesicki. Last week he did not do very well. I decided against not picking up Graham in lieu of Mr. Brait on the Bucks because if you can believe this, last week he went 10 catches on 14 targets.
Holy smokes.
10 catches on 14 targets. O.J. Howard, who's the starter, who Stu actually picked up and played against me and scored a touchdown in a losing effort. He dropped a pass, went to like casually try and catch it behind his back after he dropped it, and then the pass was intercepted.
So fucking funny.
And then he got benched immediately. Brait goes on to get 14 targets, 10 catches, like puts up a great week. To this moment, I'm not sure who I'm going to start, Gesicki or Brait.
100% Brait. What are you doing, you stupid idiot?
There's more factors. I mean, Gesicki's playing the Browns. They're the Dolphins. They're going to be down. They're going to be passing at the end of the game. Buccaneers are strange.
Jameis Winston loves Cameron Brait.
Yeah, but
He's like guaranteed a touchdown.
Howard may play. He may play, he may start. I don't know. It's right now, literally, in my mind's a toss-up. I'm leaning towards Gesicki. This could be a kind of fun thing that we like revisit after the weekend. Honestly.
I'll bet you a shot Cameron Brait scores more than Gesicki.
Oh, I'll take it. Obviously, I'm gonna take it.
you
Yes.
take that bet. Yeah,
I'm taking every
yeah,
bet. Don't
yeah. I
pat my
should have put
hand.
like $100 on it because it's a sure thing.
Oh,
I'm
my
betting
God.
you. Easy money.
So anyway, long story short, I think Max is gonna pull this one out, and then next week I beat Weaver to crush his hopes and
No, don't beat me. But I actually am taking you in this
dreams. Are you
bet.
fucking cursing me again?
I'm not cursing you. I'm cheering for you, despite the fact that it makes no sense because Amari Cooper is going up against New England. They're probably going to plot against Zeke and do as best as they can against Amari, but stupid ass Allen of Troy. Now that you're back to that stupid name, it's hard to cheer for you, actually. Max, I do love you. I just need you to lose.
You're just rooting against those you need to lose. Yeah.
Yes. So last week I tried to curse people, and this week I'm cheering for people. So that brings me to the next Cheer For segment, and that's the New England Empire.
Hey!
East Wing strong.
Let's go.
Let's go,
Lot of Q's
East Wing.
on
Qs.
this team.
Maybe it should be the Q England
The
Empire.
Q England
Am I
Empire.
right? Hey, here we go.
That's clever.
Thanks,
with
man.
a Q.
Hey!
How you doing?
Let's see. Brady, questionable. Expected to play. Sanders,
questionable, expected to play. Ridley,
Ooh.
Sanu, questionable, expected to play. Le'Veon Bell, getting that HGH testing, called out the league. Squeaky wheel gets
Squeaky wheel gets the test.
the test.
He's been super consistent. He's 16, 14, 16 past 3 weeks. And playing Oakland
Fun fact,
I
I
like
actually
it.
tried to trade Bacon
for Le'Veon.
Le'Veon.
What'd you offer?
And he said, "You don't want Le'Veon." That's what he told me.
He said, go away.
He said, "Go away. You don't want him. He's
What
not gonna
did you offer?
be good." Well, Bacon clearly wasn't willing to sit at the table, so it stopped really early. But I asked him like 4 times, "Hey, Bacon, what's it gonna take? What's it gonna take to get Le'Veon?" You know how I chirp. I was chirping at him.
I just remember last year when I offered you Alshon Jeffrey and Larry Fitzgerald for Le'Veon, you wouldn't pull the trigger.
Yeah, because at that point I needed him to come back. I had plenty of wide receivers, if you recall. Tyreek Hill being one of them. He's my boy. And that's why the curse worked. Worked. Because Tyreek Hill is my
Don't
boy.
touch me.
Was there ever a discussion of a Tyreek Hill and DeAndre Hopkins trade this year?
Never a discussion of Tyreek Hill Hopkins trade.
My team is better.
But I am the Wallaroos starting. Boo!
Dude, you're starting for Mr. Gage.
Gage.
Russell
Yeah,
Gage.
he's
Interesting.
hashtag reaching
Who
on
last
that
week
third
went 2 for 32.
with 1 touchdown called back. That's actually the story of my fantasy season. Touchdowns called back. There was that obvious PI for like a 60-yard touchdown to Hopkins last week against Max. Called back.
Yes.
Or not called at all.
Not called. Yeah.
Fucking kill me. Brian Hill, busting Brian Hill.
You
He
can't
had one
blame the
called back.
refs.
Oh, easy to blame the refs.
Can't blame the refs.
Let's see, the double tight end strategy. I hope it fucking crashes and burns.
Kamara is playing the sieve of a Carolina defense.
Sieve. Hot take. New Orleans is better without Alvin Kamara.
Ooh, that is a hot take. I think it's a false take.
Not better.
Hey, Bacon is playing Buffalo against Denver in lieu of New England against Dallas. Interesting.
He's going away from the New England Empire? Wow.
My goodness. You have a lot of Qs on your bench, too.
A lot of cues for old, questionable
Danny
Bacon.
Amendola. What the hell has that guy done?
Bacon is turning his back on the one player that got him to where he is. Though, I guess Dallas is giving up the 32nd most points to the defensive position.
Yeah, but it's Bill Belichick.
It's Bill Belichick. Yeah, I got Bacon in this matchup. Fuck you, Walrus. I hope you lose. And either Adam or myself steal your bid. That's just objectively good for the league.
Yeah, I'm picking Pebbles in this one.
Boo!
Sorry, Bako. Although I would love for Josh Gordon to take all of Tyler Lockett's points.
Oh, yeah, Tyler Lockett's going to be hurt for sure. He's not playing.
What matchup we got next?
We got the Fertile Oven versus Scott's super shitty team. Pwah, pwah, pwah.
Is
Ba-na-na.
that his actual team name?
Yep,
It is.
super shitty team.
Super shitty team. Somehow in playoff contention.
He's strutting out Ryan Tannehill.
No.
God, you know it's bad.
That guy has bounced around more than...
Fertile Oven started him. I started him. Super shitty team started him. That's a bummer.
Sounds like Scott's catching the L before we even review the rest of the matchup. But we'll do a deep dive.
We'll do a deep dive.
Let's see. Oh, Stu's got Randall Cobb in his lineup.
Uh-oh. We heard a lot about
if
that.
you hung out with Stu last weekend, you heard his buyer's remorse on spending some cashola on Cobb on the waiver wires and then tinkering him out of his lineup,
Got cold feet.
only to put all those points to the tune of 19.5 to rest the week after he scored 19.6. So now he's playing New England, who has the best defense against wide receivers, strutting out Cobb in his flex
That's all right.
instead of the likes of Hollywood Brown against the Rams,
Oh,
Sterling Shepard against Chicago. Why is that guy in your bench? Is he concussed still?
why is he still
Sterling Shepard
playing?
removed from injury report. Hot take: Sterling Shepard is going to score more than Randall Cobb.
Fun fact, Stu picked up Gus Edwards, tried to bully me into trading him to me as a handcuff, dropped him immediately after, and now has picked him up again
Just to put him on the bench.
just to put him on the bench.
Sounds like Stu's watching a lot of Ravens games.
Stu is balls deep in Lamar's Jackson.
If only I could be balls deep in Lamar Jackson.
I would love that too. That literally would just make you a winning team.
I would be running away with it. And now it's a question mark.
I got the fertile oven on this one.
Yeah, Stu's going to take this one. He's already got a confirmed spot in the playoffs. This might just put Scott away for good.
I sure hope so. Next up, we got Hockencock and Count Chocula.
This is the matchup that keeps on giving.
The gift that keeps on giving.
At the time of this pod, Charcula's got a 12-point bush.
You love
We love to see that.
a double-digit bush. With Jay
Brad's
Williams.
still strutting out Hawkinson.
He's a ride or die.
He's got
Brad,
no other. He is a ride or die.
For all
No,
of
it's
his-
for everything you can say about Brad.
Yeah.
You know, he coddles spiders. He
hires people to hang out with him. And
hires
claim that they're
actors
friends.
that are friends. Tries to get a cleaning lady to do his cleaning for him.
Yep. Oh God. Yeah. Don't forget
Oh,
about that one.
geez.
We just passed La Petranca too, but
La
Hey.
Petranca. Hey, shout out La Petranca.
that was the story before the condom
yeah.
story.
Hashtag.
Sponsor.
Oh, mama.
Also-
Yeah.
In any case,
Brad, shout out to La Petranca. Am I right?
oh hey,
5 stars.
You know.
You know.
And Starbucks, right? That's
currently
it.
happening on the podcast right now.
And
Oh,
the,
what's happening?
and the back seat of
Hey,
your fit.
fun thing. Fucking O'Malley's got Jay Ajayi on his roster.
Hey, how you doing?
Can't say I didn't consider Ajayi,
Max, I
For a
think, has had
time.
him multiple times.
but now he's just. God, what's the reason for that?
What's the reason for that?
Also, AJ Green has the out against his name, but not in the injured slot for O'Malley.
He probably was questionable, had to take him out to pick up Jay, and is now on the bench. Yeah, that's annoying. Yahoo's super shitty
No,
when
I
it comes
feel
to
you.
that.
Literally, I was telling someone earlier this week, I think it was Brad, Austin Hooper, on Tuesday, his Yahoo blurb said, Hooper will not play in week 12. And he was questionable.
Yeah,
And
just
that
in
was
time for the
fucking
waivers.
4 days ago. Yeah, exactly. It's like, he's not going to play. Label him as such.
Yeah, that's my nightmare.
Anyway, this matchup.
That's where Weave needs to come in as a Yahoo fantasy football sports editor. Can you imagine that's your job? You have to update every single jobber player on every single team? That's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the game, you have like an opinion of that player, and you write your opinion. Some of them are less fun than others, but still can be like, you know, TJ Hawkinson went 3 for 6 for 22 yards. As Kenny Galladay and Marvin Jones Jr. are featured in the offense, Hawkinson has now been relegated to the background.
Hawkinson was never anything good. He is who we thought he was, which was, who is he?
Oh my goodness.
Hockencock is going to pull this one out, though.
Let's look at this. We got Brisket going for less than 14. You know, that's part of the course.
Brisket Scarborough for Hockencock is going to put up at least 15.
I'm not sure I'm sold on Scarborough.
Who the fuck is Scarborough?
Alabama running back? Yeah.
Like 7 foot tall, 300 pounds.
7 foot tall, 300 pounds.
They are playing Washington.
See the big show?
It's a big show!
Well,
So it's kind of a matchup of a bunch of nobodies.
it's a couple of best friends
Like, we got-
hanging out.
Fance going for O'Mals, who is kind of a flash in the pan. He's got
And some more seltzers.
Darius G going for the Redskins.
There
who-
is juice.
Well,
Juice.
he had a great game last week, actually. And he's going up against Detroit's dog shit run D. I don't know. Oh man, so what is he gonna play? I think he's back at practice.
Oh my God! You're
He's
reading
full
blurbs. You're reading blurbs about
Look,
Robert Woods.
I want to believe in the Bush right now.
Robert Woods. Jared
I'm
Goff.
taking Count Chocula.
Jared
You know
Goff
what?
is going up against the Ravens defense. He's gonna get sacked like 18 times.
They're gonna be behind. They're gonna be forced to throw. Sean McVay, for all the failures he's had this year, is still an offensive guru. I'm taking Count Chocula. O'Malley, go get this one, Buckaroo. Put Hawk and Cock in his place.
Hell yeah. Just like La Petronka did. Too soon.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, Black fucking Tide.
Black fucking Tide.
Scoots. Alright, we got Straight Jameson versus Super Thighs Me. This one's pretty easy. Straight Jameson's gonna win. Just because of his legendary fantasy defense that nobody can beat. Tyreek Hill versus Keenan Allen plus 15. You gotta be kidding me! I'm betting the farm on Tyreek Hill to win. If I didn't place the curse, that matchup was cursed.
You are
Yeah.
a witch doctor a la Bako before his.
I am
his
not a
title
witch
run.
doctor. I'm not a witch doctor at all. Because
Evan did get a nice 8 out of his kicker though, and
8 is
Ebron
middling.
went above his projection.
Ebron with 6 points is pathetic. Hollister's gonna put up 16.
That's true. Hollister cannot be denied.
Jay Hollister, that piece of trash, is the next.
Tyrell the Gazelle we got
Wrong.
going. No Keenan this week for Bill as the
Keenan.
Los Angeles Clippers are on a bye.
What's the Monday night antics that's coming out of his stupid team?
Ooh, no
Bill.
Monday for Bill and Ev
We got a
has
Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp is gonna fail.
Oh, I would fucking love
It'd be so
for
fun.
Bill to be on the receiving end of a Monday Night Miracle. For
I
once.
was, yeah, but what I envision happening, Evans down by 9 going into Monday night, easily achievable by Cup, and he just can't.
Fails, gets like 8.
Gets
8.5.
8, yeah, or 5. I'm going Bill.
Yeah, Bill's the class team here. You gotta take Bill.
Next up, and last up, saving the best matchup for last. I feel like I've been in the best matchup for the past 3 or 4 weeks, where it's just like mine is the showdown, and I'm always projected to win. And then my heart's
So tell me your thoughts
Hearts
about
hopes
your
are
current. So
dashed.
as Stu labeled it, this is the win or go home,
yeah.
get in or get out of town
This is
type dealio.
get in or get
Do
out.
you feel that pressure? I feel like you've been feeling this pressure for weeks on end, and things have been getting dimmer and dimmer and bleaker and bleaker.
I've actually
So how do you-
texted Adam that fantasy is dead inside of me. I've already yielded my fantasy basketball season in like week 4, and my loss to Bill was just soul shattering. And then
I wonder
the
what
week-
that's like.
the week before that, I lost to, I think, Scott's super shitty team. So that was super fun. And fantasy is just great, really. I have.
So, but this matchup, you have to be feeling something. It's a rivalry week, first of all. Sorry I didn't mention that previously. This is a great week in the league, okay? We get to see our rivals again. We know them very well. Some of us have more forgiving rivals than others. But, I would really, truly encourage some shit talking to go on in the group me and the straight texts. Maybe Adam and Weaver are staying at the same Airbnb tomorrow night, and Adam wants to ice Weaver or teabag Weaver. I was just gonna say,
Wow. Okay.
just some things that can happen.
Okay. Cool,
My
cool,
rival
cool.
is Maxwell, so he is
Safe.
he'll be making a wizard staff of his own. Maybe
like-
he's safe.
Let's compare 401ks. Roasted.
I don't want to compare 401ks with Max
That's his shit talk to
or
you.
anyone in the league for that matter.
Oh no. Colin, you're getting old. Time in
I'm
the
about to
market
be
matters.
fucking 30. Hey, I am in the cryptocurrency game, I'll have you know. all
Get
right?
that cryptocurrency into a real fund. You can use some Excel sheet, do the math real quick. Boop, boop, boop.
Blah, blah, blah.
Compounding interest.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah,
Inter-office
blah.
romance.
I'm sleeping
Blah,
on the
blah,
road.
blah.
Cryptocurrency. Bet it all.
Anyway, it's rivalry week, so please shit talk your rivals.
That's right, Adam, you fuck. Congratulations on getting engaged. I bet your 401k is probably similar to mine, but you bought a big ring, so that means you're in more debt than me, so yeah, fuck you.
Got him.
Stupid
Oh, he
idiot.
destroyed.
Yeah. Hi, Noel. Also, you have 2 cats, you stupid idiot.
That's actually a fun thing I'd like to comment on right now.
Cat tent?
Oh my god, I can't.
Cat tent is gone out of control.
Cat tent really, it's off the chain.
I know
It's,
y'all are drinking, so can we get more drinking
Yeah,
snaps?
what the hell? I don't care that Evan's cat is like
Laying.
50 years older than Stu's cat. Okay,
Both
Like,
cats are
what?
laying.
They're not doing shit. I want to see my boys drinking.
I want to see some updates on your lives.
I want to
Show
see
me some spreadsheets,
O'Malley
O'Malley.
striking out at the fucking bar. Okay, like let me get some action.
Can we get a third-party video of O'Malley sleeping at the bar? That's
Hey,
good. I'd settle
that's
for that.
good.
That's some good content. I don't need to see your cat's tail wiggling in the air again for the 800th time. Yes, it's a cat. We get it.
What I was gonna ask you is, do you think a solitary cat needs a cat buddy?
I think that cats are evil, and if you give one cat a second cat, then it's like a Pinky and the Brain situation, and they're gonna plot together and build and grow and really just cause all sorts
They
of chaos.
For sure will plot and grow and cause chaos, but I wouldn't say they're evil.
Oh, cats are evil.
Although I'm not convinced cats need company. Cats are pretty self-sufficient animals.
Cats are dicks.
You haven't met the right cat.
You haven't met the right cat.
I have met good cats. I've owned good cats.
Allegedly.
Shadow and Stormy were perfect
Okay.
cats.
Okay, let's rank Shadow and Story versus Pepper.
Stormy.
Sure, Stormy. Yeah, that's what I said.
Stormy.
Those two together versus Pepper.
Pepper it cannot be compared to any animal.
I agree because dogs are way better. 2 cats cannot equal one
That's
best
not
friend.
the debate. The debate is, does a single cat need a cat buddy?
Does one suck need a second suck? And when you put it that way, yes.
All right. Stu, sounds like you're getting a second cat.
Yeah. 2 sucks for the price of 1. 1 household, 2 sucks.
3 sucks if you count Stu.
As long as you don't snap that stupid cat, you can get it.
Oh god, the cat tent will double.
If that increases the cat tent, veto the second cat.
We got Adam taking it the Homeboy Raiders on defense.
I hate the fact that he tinkered Will Fuller into his lineup, and Will Fuller did well.
Yeah, that's definitely got to put a damper on your Hopkins Watson parade.
He's a glass cannon, and he was able to shoot successfully this time around.
It's quite the interesting matchup we have here.
Matt Ryan, I hope, gets eaten alive by Tampa Bay.
Does Westbrook actually do anything?
D.D. Westbrook. Well, he can't possibly be worse
It's
than
like
Tyler
a
Boyd.
mixed bag. Oh yeah, the Bengals offense. You don't want to play any of their receivers.
Yeah. And actually, the worst part about my team this week is the fact that Hunter Henry is on bye. That guy has been the anchor. He's the Curtis Warden to my offense. Without him, the team just flounders. They don't know how to move the ball. They don't know how to score touchdowns. They don't know how to make Colin Gall a happy camper. So I'm choosing myself because I want me to win and give myself false hope going into next week, especially if Wallaroos loses. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
My boy
let's
Bacon's
go.
gonna win. I'm gonna win, and then next week.
So Adam had to pick up another tight end too. He's going with Goddard.
Oh, Dallas Goddard.
This is so funny because
He's gonna find.
at least 3 of us were looking for tight ends for different reasons, buys or injury.
Speaking of like looking for things, how easily could Scott have planned ahead with his bye week mayhem? Am I right?
Maybe he did. Maybe it's accepted this week was the week he was going to take an L.
Damn it.
That's definitely a Scott thing to do.
That is a valid point. Instead of suffering bye week.
Just like this is the one week where whatever
Handcuffs.
happens.
Yeah.
Also, Jason Myers, Adam, I was looking at him too before I landed on Young Ho Koo.
Shut up.
But I also read that Philadelphia is really stingy against the kicking profession.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
Well, this one's kind of a toss-up.
I'm going with the streaming defense. Cleveland, hate it.
Against Miami, my boy Gesicki.
Gesicki sucks. Gesicki.
Gesicki, that's right. I got a shot on Gesicki.
I'm starting Jalen Samuels in a divisional game where hopefully Connor's still injured.
He's
Oof.
injured. His projections are like 5 points this week.
I'm not starting Buster Hill.
Oof. You know what? I'm going to go with Weaver. I'm going to go with Weaver in this one.
There's a little bit of
Because
an undertone
I only
to that.
hope the best for you.
Huh.
And good luck in all of your ventures. Ultimately, it will not matter because I will beat you next week.
Huh. So then should we both cheer for Adam? Because it's good for
I'm picking you.
it's good for the fam to have somebody like be able to steal the 6th spot in that last week matchup.
I would love for as many you players to be in the playoffs as possible.
But I'm gonna.
But it
Fuck
kind of
you.
seems like the cookie is crumbled already, and only half of us will be making it.
My spirit is broken. I have nothing to lose. You're going down, Adam. Yeah, that was a little aggressive. I'm sorry. Little mini Weaver freak out. Fuck fantasy. I don't know why I look forward to it every year. It's just full of disappointment and suffering and underperformance. I've won 4 weeks. 2 of those have been for the points, highest points scored.
There you go. You're playing at a discount.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
You're
Just
paying
makes me.
less to play than any other people.
It just brings up the fact that my team has a very high ceiling and that it never reaches that potential, which is terrible, and I hate it.
that we don't hate. All the friends we're going to be hanging out with this weekend.
Oh, yes, bringing it back to the positive light. I can't wait to see the boys. We got Kurt Dog. We got Bako. We got Gal Dog. Gallo! Woof, 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 woof. Adam, I'm really excited to see him. Do you think Adam has an engagement ring?
On? Like wearing it?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Cool.
I don't think he does. He told me that he did not purchase a ring for the engagement so they could go shopping together.
Aww.
Him and Noel. And
That's so thoughtful.
he further said that the rings that he was looking at was completely different to the ones that she wanted. So he made the right call.
Hell yeah.
Which now just puts that little thought in my mind for the future.
Whoa.
The distant future, but just in terms of if I want the ring at the proposal versus not at the proposal. It's some good intel. Because you don't want to make that kind of investment and guess wrong.
You could pull a Ryan Reynolds and propose with a ring pop. and then be like, yo, we're actually gonna get the ring that you want.
That's cute.
Could be cute.
That during the whole anal sex.
During, yeah, the sex montage of Deadpool.
The ring pop.
The ring pop, which, you know, disappeared in one of those scenes, if you all recall. Great montage. One of the greatest montages of all time.
She's hot.
She's hot.
Good for you, Deadpool.
He's hot.
He's my fave.
Good for her.
Yes, good for both of them.
Good. Everybody wins in that related. You just love to see a quality hot couple
Yeah. Oh yeah.
pegging each other.
Oh. Yeah.
We're all torqued here. Heading to Santa
pulling
Cruz.
towards- Yeah, big. We gotta pull over.
We're in Salinas.
We need a bathroom break. We're in Salinas?
Yeah.
Hey.
God. Still so far to go, and we're all out of seltzer waters.
We should stop for some more seltzer waters.
Oh man, I could really
We gotta wake up in 8 hours.
use it. Oh, we gotta wake up in 8 hours? Damn.
We'll at least call it an hour.
Alright, yeah. Well, I think that's been a good time.
Really fun to be in the car recording this. This was a great idea, Weaver. Phenomenal idea.
A lot of
Glad we're
preparation.
doing it. Thank you, Bacon, for driving.
Yes.
Thank you, Curtis, for the story of your decorated past. I should say, Sea Dog
Sea
Yes,
dog.
of the mysterious
Good
person.
dog, yeah.
We're not
Thanks for
sure.
having me.
Not
Thanks for
sure who
listening.
you are. I actually would encourage mailbag to the People's Pod because everyone knows that Stu doesn't really give a shit about anyone's lives. Where
Yeah.
we, from the U and specifically the East Side, we're all about the people. So send Weaver your questions, send him your woes, send him your dick
updates.
pics, just all of it. He'll sort through it, and we'll address them at the next pod.
Especially the dick pics. Yeah. Alright. We love you guys. This has been a couple of
Best friends hanging out.
later.